57. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down, Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Dak finding the former Jag Hurns for the Dallas first down.
It's coming now. Hey, 47.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Prescott now on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 47, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On play action, now Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. Dallas getting the ball again here on offense, and the Cowboys haven't been able to build a ton of momentum if you look at their 2018 season as a whole, Charles. In fact, the first 7 weeks before the bye earlier in the year, it was kind of like flipping a coin. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So I don't know what you make of this team.
You would actually expect that coin to come up heads 2 times in a row or tails 2 times in a row, wouldn't you? I think they will see the second half belong to Ezekiel Elliott because the move to get Amari Cooper out wide should open things up a little bit more, and he's such an impact player, and that's how they play best. Him leading, running the football, and establishing the line of scrimmage. And also working in their favor, there's absolutely no one running away with the NFC East.
Yeah, Redskins and Eagles, they're in the mix, obviously, at the top, but you're right, just above 500. On second down, Elliott. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
There we go, kill. There we go.
The give is to Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Swing to the step, right. To the right. 47.
They'll give to Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and set them down.
46. It's coming now. 47. Here we go. 47, 47.
On third down, Elliott. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Green Bay Packers getting the ball back here, but I wanted to ask you to kind of assess 2018 for them, because you think back to the midway point, they're under 500. Even some of their wins have been, I don't know if you want to call it a little uninspiring, but what do you make of their season?
Good word, because Chicago had to come back, and that was Aaron Rodgers coming back from injury in that game to win that one on opening night. San Francisco at home on a Monday night game, everybody thought they'd blow them away, and they really struggled in that one. But the better teams that they've played them very tough, been very competitive, haven't been able to get over the hump against them. Here's the question, though. Are they wasting number 12's best years? Talk about Aaron Rodgers. Do they have the right personnel around him? They drafted 3 rookie receivers this year, waiting for them to make an impact to try and supplant or supplement the guys they already have. They need those guys to get going and in a hurry.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Crosby puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why? Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, we are going. Jumbo! Jumbo! Hey, check 26.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Jumbo! Yeah, Liz. Zoom. Jumbo!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Crosby puts it through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Press those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Jimmy Graham, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Crosby on now to kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here go 46. 26.
They go to Elliott again, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, 47.
On third down, that's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Going to 53. We go 46. 46.
They'll run for it with Smith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
We go 47. We go 46. 26.
Prescott on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right. We go 46. 46.
On 1st and 10, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Switch, hey. We go 46, 46. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to...
It's coming now. Good. 21 to left.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Get out.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Let's finish.
He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Then we'll go into 53.
Here's Elliott. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Good.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
46.
Here's Prescott. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, 46.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man. It's Austin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A first down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Prescott now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
47, 47. Gun. Gun. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Prescott yet again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Rodgers looking to throw. On the move to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his second incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Zoom. Hey, check 26.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
All right. Zoom. Wide left.
Throwing is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Jump out.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.